then I will be without a few maps. I have most maps. So in the top left, oh my, oh, the probe, did you guys see that? Did you guys see that probe freaking out here? It was covered by text, but that probe, man, that probe was not doing his job. In any case, in the top left corner as the red Protoss, we have LML, and in the top right as the purple Zerg, where's purple? There's purple, we have gNs.I-LML. Once again, shout out to DOSBox for making this awesome overlay. He's actually still improving it, constantly making changes and stuff. That's really cool. And who else am I going to shout out? Shout out to my clan, my team, Reality Defined, because they're the guys who sponsored this tour, who organized it. XTS and Cirque, and a couple of other guys who I believe helped sponsor this. I can't remember. I'm sorry. XTS, write their names down in the chat. Write their names down. It's fine. It's fine. RealityDefined.com. Everybody, check out the site. And of course, this tournament is the culmination of 8 weeks, or more than 8 weeks. We had 8 weeks of qualification tours to get our 8 players for this winners tournament. So, what do we have? Pylon in the base. Is it going to be an overpool? Is it going to be an overpool? Yes, it is. gNs.I-LML favoring the overpool. Now, Dante's Peak, I believe, is... well, the original version was kind of Zerg favored. I don't know, because this is like 2.0 SE or something like that, so I don't know if like they fixed all of the imbalances on the map. I would assume they did. That's why they made a revised version. But yeah, originally this was a Zerg favored map. Jaedong actually, in his series against Snow, in the MSL round of 8, not this MSL, the last MSL, where he barely won it 3-2, he actually said in the interview afterwards that one of the reasons that he said that the only reason that he won that series, no, well, not the only reason, he said, Snow played really well, and he feels that he only won because of the Zerg favored maps. And I think Dante's Peak was played twice in that series. So yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Thank you, Nina, for the announcement. Thank you. Big hearts to our friendly neighborhood IC Cup admins for announcing our Brood War goodness. Now this probe's gonna get in the base. He's gonna see what's up. LML's still doing this this Gateway Forge build. He really likes it. Oh, another reason he does this, I forgot to mention, is of course just that it's unusual, it's uncommon. Throws off the Zergs. They don't know what to do. Although gNs.I-LML seems to react very calmly to it. He just goes for his standard third base as normal. Now I'm actually going to keep a closer eye on this forge this time to see when it starts. +1. Obviously he doesn't have gas yet, so he can't get it. But I'm a little bit curious when he actually starts that. Now the links are going to come out. They're not going to be able to do anything. That probe did a little loop-de-loop here. I'm not really sure what that was about. Eon getting his gas and his third base. Everything going as planned. And it seems like he's pretty good about keeping these scanning probes alive. I guess he has to be, given that he doesn't go for the Corsair Scout. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of iffy. It's kind of meh. I mean, that's kind of also why he needs all those cannons and stuff, I guess. He's moving out with these 2 Zealots. Is Eon... Oh, no, there's an Overlord that's going to help him spot as well. But the 2 Zealots will be able to take on these 5 Lings by themselves. But they're actually just going to go back home immediately. I think he could have pushed out a little bit further. Just really force Eon to make those extra Lings. I don't actually know if Eon actually did make any Lings. I just said actually like 5 times in that sentence. But hey, it's all good. The lair is starting at the natural, so the probe doesn't see it. Which is actually quite good. Notice he pulled those 2 Lings here in case the probe tried to juke past. But wait, where did they go? Oh no, Eon wasn't paying attention. He thought the probe would go down here. But the probe is actually not going to the natural. Wow. The probe actually didn't go to the natural. I don't know if LML just assumes that the lair is there. But, whoa, building a very fast third cannon here this time. Let's... He didn't see any extra Lings, did he? That might be a reaction to not seeing a lair. I mean, he didn't... Were there any extra Lings produced? How many Lings are there? 4, 5, 6, 7. So I guess 8 Lings were made. But I'm not really sure about the third cannon. Also, this second cannon, I remember I watched him play PvZ on this map before. I think this second cannon would have been a little bit further back, normally. Once again, for that muted defense. But I think he might actually be a little bit scared of from that last game, from that Ling run by. So he put it a little bit closer to the front, making the wall in. And there's Simon score. Wow, look at that. 4 just started spinning again before the Simon score finishes. So once again, a relatively quick +1. Were these Lings actually chasing a probe? I thought I saw a red dot, but I'm not actually sure. They're spreading out here to make sure there's no funny business going on, but there actually isn't. Another probe is going down here to the bottom right, though. Oh, trying to catch it. There it is. One Sunken already made at the front. I'm a little bit curious why he needed that when he has these Lings to spot. But I mean, I guess it's safe. Another cannon going down here at the front. Oh man, and look at this pylon wall. LML is like super scared. He does not want to lose to Lings this time. But I mean, gNs.I-LML isn't doing anything like that. He's getting the 4th hatchery, the den. And is he not getting a Spire? Ooh, that's very interesting. Skipping the Spire. Which, I mean, it makes sense because LML isn't getting the Stargate. So unless he's going for Mutas again, he doesn't actually need a Spire. I mean, in a normal 3-hatch Spire versus Forge FE build, you get the Spire usually just to get some Scourge. But if your opponent doesn't get Corsairs, you don't need that. At least not until later. Now, what is going on? But, oh, see, LML, because he doesn't know, he still has to put up these cannons. He's going to send this probe here. I wonder if he's going to cancel a cannon when he sees what's at the front. I don't know if he can. Oh, I don't know if he saw those Hydras pop out. If he saw those Hydras, he might be able to cancel one of these. Looks like he won't. But I guess we're going to go into a longer game here. Eon's SimCity isn't very impressive. This kind of works, but this doesn't look Zealot-tight to me. It might be. It certainly doesn't look it. It looks very wide. It looks like Zealots can just pass through everywhere here, so not exactly the best SimCity. But then again, this is one of the, well, I was going to say it's one of the newer maps, but it's not really. It's been in circulation for a season now. But I guess these players just haven't played too many games on it. I would assume so. Probably favoring Fighting Spirit over this map. Wow, LML's making more cannons. Is he making more cannons in the main? Oh my god, that is a lot of cannons. I don't even know why he made this one here. Like, that won't help at all when there's a bust on the front, so that's peculiar. And once again, LML doing the good old nonsensical building placement. And by nonsensical, I just mean ugly, you know. He's not blocking anything. He's not trapping any goons or anything like that. It just doesn't look nice. It's not an efficient use of space. gNs.I-LML has gone for lurkers again. Is he going to do the turtle Zerg? Is he going to turtle up again? He very well might. Hopefully he puts a few extra lurkers at his 3rd base. These are suspiciously placed overlords for a drop, though. Never mind. The anti-turtle, the aggressive drop. There is a DT going to the bottom right. That shouldn't do anything with 3 Sunkens and 2 overlords. Nope, he's just going to kill himself. Okay, good. Meanwhile, 5 overlords moving to the top right. I believe this classifies... No, I'm sorry, it's 6 overlords. That bumps it up from a dire drop to a doom drop. A tiny lag spike there. I hope nothing happens. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. If you had not heard before, there are in fact 3 classifications of Zerg drops. The first classification, the problematic drop, involving 2 or 3 overlords. The second class, the dire drop, 4 or 5 overlords. And here, of course, 6 overlords, the doom drop, 6 plus overlords I should say, but there are 3 cannons in the main. The lurkers go down. I don't think those cannons will really hold. They didn't actually even get this overlord, barely. And they are going to kill... Well, he pulled the probes in time. He's going to waste a storm on that lurker. He does get it. He storms his own gateway because that's super effective. Meanwhile, the Hydras snipe that Templar, but there's actually not that many units remaining. There's 3 lurkers and a Ling. And, ooh, nice. I think that lurker was actually here before, so good job spreading that. The Robo just finishes, so it's going to be a wall before he has obs out. gonna be super annoying. Is that a probe? Yes, that is a probe. Is he gonna build a Nexus here? He does indeed build a Nexus, but his main Nexus is under attack. Is gNs.I-LML gonna actually attack this pylon? Because if he kills that pylon before the observatory or before the observer comes out, that's gonna delay it even more. Oh my goodness. He might actually end up losing his Nexus. In fact, I'm pretty sure he's gonna end up losing that Nexus. Is there anything going on in the Zerg base? Nothing fancy. Besides a drone going down here for a 4th. Of course, he is loading up more units, a lot more units, going for 7 overlords this time. And yes, the pylon is down. That is an unpowered robotics facility. A pylon is going down here. I hope he targets this Nexus, because if this survives with like 9 HP, I don't know how many of you guys watched the BGH tour last weekend, but the number of Nexuses that survived in like the complete red health was ridiculous. Whoa! That storm, those lurkers were actually in range of 1 storm? I thought those were split out for sure. Oh man, he's attacking the Robo. I don't think he's going to kill that in time. I don't think he would kill the Nexus in time either though. Oh, but here comes the second drop. It doesn't matter. gNs.I-LML doesn't care of your observers. He's going to kill you. A nice storm going down. He needs another few storms though. Oh man, he has no units. Where are the units? Okay, here come the units. But the Robo goes down. He has no observers. Did he build another Robo? He's building it at the natural. What? IG, my girlfriend's greeting. Ike. Ikey. Yes, good. However, I would like to note that the last time gNs.I-LML BM'd in an RD tournament was against none other than Whistler in the in which one? I think it was the qualifier number 8, where he was like extremely ahead in a ZVZ on destination against Whistler, and Whistler just made like a million lings, came back and killed him, and gNs.I-LML was extremely embarrassed, or at least I assume he was, because he should have been. So yes, I would hope that he had learned his lesson, but apparently not. So let's see if gML can actually win this game and cause a repeat of that incident. Looks like gNs.I-LML is just continuing with these drops. Is he taking up at all? Nope. Doing the Sunken Lurker Spore without lurkers, which is actually fine because all his lurkers are in the Protoss base, which is in fact a more useful place for them to be actually. Now this Forge stops spinning, so he does have 2-0. Does Zerg actually have anything? Okay, Zerg does have 1 carapace. But gNs.I-LML is actually just going to lose all of his production. And his army's just chilling here at the 3rd. I don't know why his army's here. Because his main base is dying. So, you know, might want to save that. I mean, I'm not a great Protoss. I'm pretty bad, but you know, usually having a main base is pretty good. It's pretty good in StarCraft. Not to mention, oh my god, he's actually stuck under his ramp right now. If gNs.I-LML actually puts a few more lurkers like at the top of the ramp, it's actually like it would be pretty difficult to get up that. Oh man, he's just losing everything. All of the the gateways that were placed in a non feng shui inducing position. So gNs.I-LML is gonna break up here. He's gonna reclaim his main base, but he's lost like so much stuff. All of his tech, half of his production, and gNs.I-LML is taking his 4th. He doesn't have anything mining there yet, but yeah, it's like 3.5 base to 2 base right now. I'm gonna call this half a base for now. And there's a Queen's Nest. So is the Hive morphing? Hive isn't morphing yet, but I don't think it's too big a deal considering how much damage he's done. It would have been cool if he got that pylon too to completely shut down the production. And looks like gNs.I-LML is not going for drops anymore, just going to run towards the 3rd. There are actually 2 lurkers.